this lesson, we'll talk about how to search for books in the library catalog. Most online catalogs, including the Stewart Library's online catalog, offer two types of searches: an alphabetical search, sometimes this is called a browse search, and a keyword search. We'll talk about alphabetical searching first. You'll use an alphabetical search when you know the exact title, or maybe just the first few words of the title, or an author's last name, or the official subject heading for the item. So let's see how this is done. We'll start off at the library catalog, and we'll click on Library Catalog to enter the catalog. And if I want to find a book, and I know the title of that book is called Driving from Japan, Japanese Cars in America, I need to first select the title alphabetical option from the drop-down menu. And then I can type in the first few words of the title in the search box. So we'll just type in Driving from Japan. And that should be enough to find the book. Since the library owns this book, I can pull up the record for that item, and this tells me where in the library it is located. So if I click on the link here, there's the title of the book, and down on the bottom under location it tells me that it's in the Stewart Library. It's in the general collection, which is on the top level. There's the call number of the book, which tells me exactly where to find it on the shelf. And this book is checked in. You can do a title alphabetical search to find titles of a variety of items, including books and DVDs, CDs, government documents, maps, or journals. Remember that you cannot use the alphabetical title search to search for articles or for chapter titles within books. This is just for the titles of the books or the titles of the magazines or journals. So let's talk about another type of alphabetical search. I'll go back home to the library website to start all over. Another type of alphabetical search is the author alphabetical search. And we'll get into the library catalog again. And if I want to find books written by David Shannon, I first need to select the author alphabetical option from the drop-down menu. And then I'll enter in the last name first into the search box. Remember, we're looking for books by David Shannon, so I'll enter Shannon here. And all of the authors with the last name Shannon will appear. And here's David Shannon. And you can see he's written 8 books. If I click on his name, it will pick up all of the books that he's written. And there is a total of 8 in the list. Author alphabetical searching can be used to find books written by a particular author. You can also use it to find music composed by a particular musician, movies written by specific directors, or reports written by a particular organization. So let's try one more type of alphabetical search. I'll go back home again, and we'll get back into the catalog. And the last type of alphabetical search is the subject search. This type of search is often confused with keyword searching, but in fact it's actually much more precise. Subject headings are chosen by librarians as a way to organize large amounts of information, and these are the specific words or phrases that will tell you what a book, video, or CD is about. The tricky thing about subject headings is that people use different words to talk about the same things. And here are a couple of examples. People commonly use the term cars, trucks, or autos in conversation, but the official subject heading for all of these terms is actually automobiles. Another example, people might use the word flu in a conversation, but if you wanted to do a subject search on this topic, you would have to use the term influenza. So unless you know the official subject heading, you're probably better off searching by keyword, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. So let's look at a book called The Great Depression. And this is a book written by David Shannon, who's the author we just looked at. And as you can see from the catalog record, the official subject headings for this book do not include the term Great Depression. Instead, the term Depression's 1933 United States is used to describe this topic. If you were interested in finding other books on the economic conditions of the United States during this time period, you could click on that second subject heading, United States Economic Conditions 1918 to 1945, to find other books on this topic. And as you can see, there are 159 books on this topic in the library. And if you were to click on the subject heading, you could pull up the entire list. So let's finish up this lesson by talking about keyword searching. And instead of going all the way back out to the library homepage, I'm going to click on Advanced Search up here at the top of the catalog to take me back to the search screen. A keyword search is the easiest search to find materials on a particular topic, and this is going to typically give you the most results. This is also probably the most common search you'll use when you use the library catalog. In a general keyword search, what the catalog does is it matches your terms with words found in the title, author, or subject fields of the record. For example, I have general keyword search selected from the drop-down menu, and if I type in the word bear, I get 721 results. And you can see these books cover a wide range of topics. If I click on the title of the first book, you'll see the word bear in the contents of the record. And this deals with the fall of Bear Stearns. I'm going to click the next link up here to go to the next record. And this book also has some contents notes here, and it deals with bull and bear markets. I'll go to the next one in the list. And here's a book for kids called Bear at Home. Okay, so you can see they're very different. If you want to do a little bit more specific search, instead of general keyword here, I'm going to change this to title keyword. And this is going to look for your terms, in this case the term bear, anywhere in the title of the book. And for book records that include chapter titles, it will search those as well. This type of search is very useful for finding plays and short stories or chapter headings that an alphabetical search won't find. So now when we do a title keyword search for bear, instead of 721 results, we only get 482 results. And again, you see some of the same titles here. If I click on the first title, here it appears as a chapter title, Fall of Bear Stearns. In the next record, there's a chapter title called Bull and Bear Markets. And in the next record, the word bear is in the title of the book. So you can see we get many of the same results. So here are a few tips for successful keyword searching. First, use words that are meaningful and not common. For example, if you wanted to find out about hiking in national parks in Utah, a keyword search using national parks will probably find far too many results. And that gave us 299 results. If we use the search term national parks and Utah, we'll find fewer results. We only got 42. And if we add the term Zion here, now we're down to 12. Second, when searching, avoid words like the, for, and of, because the catalog simply ignores these terms. And finally, keep it simple. Don't use natural language sentences. If you're interested in the question, how will climate change affect human health? This is what you don't want to type in. Here we're just going to type in our question, how will climate change affect human health? And we get no results. However, if we take the keywords from that question and devise a search query, for example, climate change or global warming and health and human, and you'll see we're using some of our search syntax here, and we redo that search, now we get 10 books. Here's another way to refine your search. I'm going to click on the Advanced Search key to get back to the search screen. Make this a little bigger here. If you'll notice down in the bottom, you can limit your results by format. For example, if you type in the word Utah and you don't want books in Utah, you want maps or atlases, you can select atlases and maps from the format list. If you would like books for children, you can limit to that particular collection, for example, the Young People's Collection. If you want books written in a specific language, for example, if you'd like books written in Spanish, you can use the language limiter box and select Spanish. Finally, if you'd like to find books that are located at the Layton campus, the Davis campus, you can select that option from the location limiter. It's very important to note that the limits function only works when doing a keyword search in the catalog. It will not work for an alphabetical search. Finally, remember that if you need help finding materials in the library catalog, just ask for assistance at the reference desk or contact a librarian via the Ask a Librarian link from the library website. Librarians are happy to help. After reading this lesson, you should be able to use the library catalog to find books and other items in the library. You should be able to search alphabetically by author or title, or do a subject or keyword search to find books on your topic. Finally, you should be able to further refine your search using the catalog's limiters. In the next lesson, we'll take a closer look at the various parts of the catalog record.